Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So I thought I'd put another video up because I felt like the last two I've put up haven't been my best, and I decided to do a set on my silicone hand today. Now this is a set I've been thinking about doing for a while, a mermaid set. I've been waiting for a client to come in and ask for one, but to be fair, most of my clients just like the simple sets like ombres and, you know, the colour with the feature ring finger. So I thought I'd do it on my silicone hand just so I can sort of push myself a little bit and venture out there doing a nice design. And plus I'd seen Liz Guild and Annabelle do a set very similar to this over the last couple of days, and it's made me want to do it even more. So this is my take on this, on a sort of a mermaidy, marbly type design. So this first colour is Fantasy. Now I don't normally like working with Fantasy, but I thought I'd give it another go and see if I can practice with it on my silicone hand. It wasn't too bad today, to be fair. It went on quite well. I just find Fantasy is always too sticky. It's like working with a white, you know, when it keeps sticking to your brush because of the pigmentation. But there I was just doing a Chevron smile line, so I was just shaping it with my brush, getting the point nice and sharp with my brush. I will come back and file that later. I'm using Fantasy again here, just to cover the nail bed area, and I tickle it into the cuticle and then just blend it down over the tip. So onto the colours. So the colours I'll be using today is going to be Sapphire, Periwinkle, Frozen Blue and Mermaid. So I come in first at the cuticle area with Sapphire and Periwinkle, I think it was, just to get the cuticle area nice and tidy. I then use all four of those blues then, just in a stripy marble. Now I kept the beads really wet because it's like a mermaidy, I wanted this to be like a mermaidy, oceany type set. So I wanted to keep the beads wet for a couple of reasons. One, so they'd all blend in with each other, and so it was a little bit translucent, watery effect. So I just did that full finger of that on that nail, and I do a similar sort of thing here on the baby, but just halfway down. So I use Sapphire to start off with, just to create a line where I want the marble to end, and then I use all four colours again in the same sort of motion as the ring finger, again using them wet and getting them to blend in with each other. I just put a bit of blue frozen across that sapphire at the top just to blend it out a little bit so it didn't look such a harsh line. I then use a glitter from Sonia Williams called Blue Luster once this nail had set a little bit, and I just apply a few stripes across the nail where I think it would just look nice, and I put a little bit on the pinky finger as well across that blend line. So I go up to one side cuticle and then I bring it down the other side of the nail, and I bring it all the way down to the tip on the one side, so it's sort of like a sideways swoosh. Now I completely missed the ring finger. I thought I was recording, and I was actually recording my ceiling, so my filming is not on point this week at all. But what I did on there was just a 3-colour ombre. So I used Sapphire at the tip, Periwinkle in the middle and Mermaid at the top. I then covered the whole nail with some shards from CJP, and it's either called cracked glass or cracked ice. Yeah, so I covered the whole nail with that, and it looks really nice actually. And then now I'm just going to cap all the nails. So I tried to use the one bead method today, putting on a medium to large bead at the cuticle and then walking it down, and then just come in at the tip and just blend back, and then I go over with just a small wet bead just to blend out the whole area, just to keep it nice and smooth, to cut down on my filing later. So I'm going to cap these 3 nails now, so when I come to file my smile line in later, I won't get any dust on my design part. So I do on that one I capped halfway down to start off with, and then capped at the top. I don't know why I did 2 different methods, but I just felt like I wanted to do practice on my capping technique. So here I'm going in with a bead at the cuticle and just walking it down again, and then a little one at the tip, and blending it back. And I'm trying to keep it as smooth as I can with my brush, so it cuts down on my filing. So on this one I go straight in at the cuticle and walk that bead down as far as I can. Just pull out that bit of glitter there. Blend it down, and then I think I come in at the tip on this one as well and just blend back a little bit. Again, patting and stroking the acrylic to keep it nice and smooth and even, to cut down on my filing. I allow them to set for a little bit then, and then I come back and file in my chevron smile line. Now I keep my chevron smile lines quite short. I don't like, I like there to be more design than nail bed, so I do keep my chevrons and smile lines quite short, just to cover the natural nail bed. So once I've done that, I then use all 4 beads again and this time I put them on the tip, and then I just do like a swirly. Oh no, sorry, but what I'm doing here first is coming in with Sapphire and just going around that smile line, just so I can keep a nice crisp edge. And because also I'm going to be doing the marble on the tip on this as well, I just wanted it to be nice and neat around that smile line. So I did get some on the skin there, on the silicone skin, which is annoying because as all us nail techs know, we shouldn't be getting any product on the skin. So it's just a lack in concentration on my part there, getting it on the skin, which is annoying. But I do tidy it up straight away. If that had been a real person, I would have also cleansed the area with like a cleansing solution I've got, so I don't leave any product on the skin. But then I come in with, I think that's Periwinkle, Mermaid and Frozen, and swirl that around because I want the tip to be nice and light. The bead on the one side then I use Sapphire. I dip into all 3 here, Sapphire, Periwinkle and Frozen, so it's more Sapphire at that side, and then the other side I dip in the other 3 lighter colours, so it sort of is lighter at one side of the chevron and darker on the other. I then use some of that Sonia Williams glitter, come down the one side and up towards cuticle on the lighter side, so it's a swoosh across the nail. I also use a couple of those shards as well, either side of that glitter line. There we go, so I'll use a couple of flakes. I then cap this area in crystal glass. For some reason my camera angle went a bit funny here. I don't know what happened, but it decided to film in this position rather than the position it has been filming in all the way through. But what I do is I just use small wet beads on this one, just to, the first one at the tip and then up the side walls, and then just fill in any gaps that might have missing, and a bit at the tip just to blend back so my tip area isn't too thin. So onto my filing. It's my usual filing technique that when I say every time, it's side wall, around, no sorry, free edge, around the side wall, around the cuticle, and then contour it across the top into a nice shape. I do constantly look down the barrel of the nail to make sure it's even on both sides, and that my apex is in the back third of the nail. And then I go over the top with a buffing block. When I get to the ring finger, I do shape first, and then I use my Efile just to crisp up that smile line to get rid of any shadowing that was left when I applied that sapphire that got up on the nail bed. I then come back with my hand file and do my usual filing routine. So once I've finished all my filing and buffing, I do wipe over with some wipe off solution and one of my lint-free wipes. Cleanse all the area, get it all nice and dry, and then I do my favourite bit, which is top coating. So I kept this in slow motion because when I top coated this nail, it was like nail porn. The glitter in this is absolutely fantastic. I can't believe I've never used this glitter before. and when I top coated, it just came to life. It doesn't pick it up on the camera here, which is a huge shame because it was just an amazing experience. Yeah, so I kept it in slow motion on this bit, but honestly, if you'd have seen it in real life, it was a fantastic moment. The rest of the nails I do speed up a little bit, so the rest of the top coating is in normal time. But I have to say that glitter from Sonia Williams, it's called Blue Luster, absolutely amazing. You have to get it. If you haven't got it, go and get it, because the shine on it is unreal. It's absolutely beautiful. I've got a few of Sonia Williams glitters and a few of Tracy Lou's glitters, and but I have to say I can't believe I've never used it before. This is the first time I've used it, and I think you're going to be seeing it a lot now, because the shine on it is amazing. So when I go to put it in the lamp there, I do catch that middle finger, so I just put it down, go over a bit more with a bit more top coat, and then put it back in again. I cure for 90 seconds, and this is the finished set. So I decided, once I'd cured them, I wanted to put some gems on. Now normally I would put my gems on before top coat and then top coat around them, but like I said, I didn't decide I wanted to put them on until afterwards. So I cleansed over the area to take off all the shine, even though it's a tack free top coat. I find by wiping it off, the crystals don't slide around as much. So I apply just a little bit around that cuticle area, and it just finished it off nicely. So I've left a clip at the end and a few pictures. I absolutely love this set. I wish a client would come in and ask for this set. But yeah, so here is the finished set. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love it if you did. Please feel free to leave me a comment and a thumbs up. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. So bye-bye.